An absolute political earthquake just happened in the United Kingdom that has shaken the country to its core, and it will never be the same again. The two-party system shattered, the people rising up in merry old England, the old country of red coats going blue. Red over there stands for Labour. This is the Marxist and communist socialist movement that has been in charge of the UK for the last couple of years. You can see here that the red Labour Party control is all but vanished entirely from the country, replaced not by the Conservative Party, but instead by the Reform Party. Nigel Farage's Reform UK is romping, ladies and gentlemen. Reform UK has surged, gaining 333 seats so far. Labour and Conservatives suffer major losses. Now, this is something I find utterly remarkable. This would be like the Libertarian Party destroying the Republican and Democrat Party here in the States. Could it ever happen? Could we see the destruction of the two-party system? Well, in England, you've had the parliamentary system for quite a while, and so there's always been more fractious and coalition building. And it's more of an institutional capacity to handle multiple parties and large segmented political movements. Far less than our system, but I would love to see it. I would love to see the system that the UK has, especially Prime Minister questions, where they drag their leaders down and bludgeon them effectively verbally for hours on end. Anyway, this is remarkable. I mean, imagine if a third party was able to just decimate Republicans and Democrats. What would that say about the failure of both those parties in America? Are we there yet? I don't know. But look at these numbers. Reform UK. Labour has lost 246 seats. Conservatives lost 126 seats. The Liberal Democrats gained a few, and Greens gained a few. So what you're seeing is absolute fractioning of the two-party system. Reform has now taken Newcastle from Conservatives, while the Tories have seized Westminster Council from Labour. So all in all, an absolutely devastating blow for the Libs in
What you can
England.
see already is there is an historic shift in British politics that is taking place. Of the results thus far, we won 1 in 3 of every seat. Take the average vote share, we're 10% ahead of any other party. And I'm saying this to you at 9 a.m. as I look forward to the rest of the day, because I think the best is yet to come. I'm looking forward, particularly in the Red Wall, to us wiping out Labour in areas they've dominated for over a century. Our prospects in Wales are very, very exciting. We have a chance of becoming the official opposition in Scotland. And just watch Essex later on today, the county that has nearly half the shadow cabinet in it. And what we're beginning to see is that politics is no longer about the old arguments of right and left. It's about people who value patriotic ideas, believe in this country, and want to see things turn round. So watch this space. We'll keep you up to date. We're in for a very, very good day.
Nigel Farage is I love that guy. Just a big fan of him. He's been on the show before. We've seen him and met him at multiple events. He really is a piece of work. And he's been working at this for decades. And Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who is a absolute twat and a globalist, just got walloped. 350 different council seats, which would be like, state parties, right? Which would be like state governances. And state governances are critical here in the United States. Obviously, the governance of Florida or Texas or Virginia is very important. Starmer is cooked, and now he's crying on social media.
Starmer's Labour Party taking a big hit in nationwide elections as early results show the Reform Party winning key races across England. The Reform Party, led by President Trump ally Nigel Farage, gained
he's
over
Trumpian in a way.
350 council seats. The results leading to questions about Starmer's political future, but he says he's not going anywhere.
Let me be clear, these are really tough results. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And the voters have sent a message about the pace of change.
Dirty globalist. Nobody cares, dude. Nobody likes you. The pace of change. What are you talking about? Rupert Lowe's candidates have now won 10 out of 10 contested councils in Norfolk. A revolution is coming. Man, okay, so they're different, but still both nationalist parties. History made. We won 10 of 10 seats with overwhelming majorities in every single one. Great Yarmouth first, then we restore Britain. He runs Restore Britain. Nigel Farage has Reform UK. Both of them, again, like vying to rid the UK of communists, which is a good thing, and of criminal aliens, and of becoming colonized by Muslims, which is exactly what's happening across the entire country, right? And so, like, is that England anymore? Is it England if there's no English people there? These are very important questions. The answer is no, of course not. It's something totally different. Is it Japan? If you were to snap your finger and take all the Japanese people out of Japan, would it be Japan? I don't even care what you replace them with. I'd replace them with the penguins on the polar ice cap. This isn't a race thing. This is about like a logic thing. There is no more Japan if you take away all the Japanese people. It becomes just a rock, and and nothing is there. Whatever was there is going to be completely bulldozed, and we'll just assume the next population that comes. It'll become penguin culture if you put all the penguins there, right? Yeah, it's obscene what is happening all across Europe. You're seeing the absolute dissolution and dissolve. Instead of these countries, I see why they do it. I understand why they do it. It's evil, but on paper, you can almost understand it. They're like, oh, we need to increase our population. Oh, we're not having enough babies. We should import people so we keep the GDP numbers up and the economy rolling, right? You don't want to have a recession. That would be the worst thing. No, you should have your native populations. You should incentivize your native populations to have children and to carry on your culture. You should make your culture something you're proud of, something that people want to bring more babies up, because it is actually it's what we do naturally as mammals. We want to have children. We want to have more babies. We want to procreate. You have to abuse a mammal a lot for it to not want to procreate. And that's what's been done in these nations. The first 3 Great Yarmouth results are in. Restore Britain is carrying them all. Nobody is even close. Look at that. Boy, oh boy. This is the mass deportations party. Look at that, man. You can see in result after result, Reform UK, just an absolute slaughterhouse. And then, of course, Restore Britain too. Lefties just found out about Restore Britain, and they are shrieking. Oh boy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nigel Farage said Rupert Lowe wouldn't win 1%. Instead, he got a landslide election, all 10 seats. This is how we sum up today's results. Okay. 10 out of 10 in Yarmouth, a clean sweep. Next, we restore Britain. Delighted that Reform won 53% of the vote across council seats, and we must be doing something right. And again, an absolute and total domination for what would be like the MAGA party of the UK. I think that's the best way to say it. And there are like splinters. There's like even more hard right MAGA party that would be. So there's Reform and then there's Restore. But either way, it doesn't matter to me because I don't vote in England. I'm not English. I just don't want to see them overtaken by communists or turned into a Syrian colonization state. That means there's no more England. Look at that. Look at these numbers. Holy moly. There we go. That's the state of things right there. There it is. Whew. So they are cooking. They are cooking. General election now. The day that woke socialism died. General election now. You could argue that this is actually far worse than what happened in the 2024 election. At least Kamala won a couple states. They aren't winning nothing. Labor has gained no seats at all so far. They've lost 53% of their seats. They have to call a general election. This is absolute annihilation. And so the way the rules work is now in the parliamentary system, if you lose this badly, you kind of like got to snap back to the election. Look at this. The red was Labor. Look at what happened to them. Look at that map. Just an absolute. Reform is Britain's immune system kicking in, and it's beautiful to watch. Well done. Keir Starmer, these are tough results. There's no sugarcoating it. We've lost brilliant labor representatives who stood for their communities. F off. Says Heels versus Babyface. Here we go. Man, it's a beautiful thing to see. Look at that. Make Britain great again. Isn't that what you used to call it? Didn't you used to call it Great Britain? Make Britain great again. And subscribe to this channel as we keep you up to date on the nationalist movements rising around the world and how exciting that is that people are taking their countries back from the globalist race communists. Oh yeah, baby. See ya.